Last day of Star Wars Weekends 2015. Are we pumped for this show? Oh man, we've got two incredible guests. A great way to end this. Fantastic Star Wars legends. But we have two others that wanted to say hello. Take a look at the screen.
Hi, we are very sorry that we couldn't be with you here for Star Wars Weekend.
We're right in the middle of finishing the movie.
Not really in the middle. I mean, we're getting there.
Okay, yes, he's sort of close to being done. No, you're not.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
We're not.
Right. Well, obviously we can't be there with you, but we wish we could.
And have a great time, and hopefully next time at Star Wars Weekend.
And may the Force be with you.
Indeed.
Indeed, we're a little excited for December, right? December 18th? I hope I get to do one of those trailers where it says, Christmas comes early this year, right? December 18th, The Force Awakens. I think we are excited about Star Wars. How many people have been waiting years for a new Star Wars movie? Well, we have got one of the folks that is in that here today, which we are very excited about. But we also have a legend in his own right, a martial arts expert, a fantastic guy. But he also plays a very bad guy, and we're going to learn about that. But before we bring him out, we're going to look at him in action right here. Check it out. How you doing? Good to see you. How's everyone? The light and the dark together. Ray Park. Thank you, sir. Now people can ask, oh, you do a lot with the light. No, but the lightsaber does very well when it's in Ray Park's hand. Yeah, that's
I felt a bit weird with the blue lightsaber though.
I know, is that strange for you?
The balance was
very strange. Yeah. Come to the light side. Come, please.
How you doing, James?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Here we are. Star Wars Weekends, Stars in the Saga talk show. You and I have done actually, probably literally, I don't even know if I could count how many of these shows we've done together. And I've got to say, this last week, and the week before that, you were here as well. We had Jeremy Bullock here as Boba Fett. We've just had so much fun.
Yeah.
And people, joke around, oh, you guys need your own little show. And we've gotten to know each other through the years now. And we know each other's rhythms so well. I just love being on stage with you, sir. So it's just a pleasure. So thank you so much.
Vice versa.
Well, thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. It's unnecessary, but thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure, It's been a pleasure being here. You guys are fantastic. We're here celebrating Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, that's... who won that one? Do you remember? I don't...
Look at my face. I'm in pain.
I know, yeah. These guns, man. These are big guns here. Yeah, sure. And we got another. You guys got to see the booth now. It's just doing... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Got your back.
Hey, that's our director there, having fun with me. Okay, so
Is that the monkey?
That's no moon. Space station.
That's what happens when you practice wushu.
Yeah.
You don't have it. You end up walking around like this.
Now tell us about wushu, Ray. What is wushu?
Wushu is martial arts, Chinese martial arts. Whereas, like in my show, we talk about all the movements, the kicks, spins, kicking the hands, composer.
Oh man. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that. When he did that turn, his foot was like where his face was. And he just, you can't do that. That's crazy. How long does that take? I mean, do you stretch constantly?
Yeah, when I was before competing, the whole idea with a leg raise, you have to get your toes to your forehead.
Really?
And the traditional saying is, you have to wipe the sweat from your brow.
With your foot?
Yeah.
Ah,
I
sure.
don't know if I can do it, let me see.
Oh, it's the last day, but don't kill yourself. Come on. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. We're all applauding that because it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Trust me, the journey to that was painful. I had two of my teammates, one behind, pushing my back down, one other one putting my foot to get to that point.
And is that really what happens? Obviously, now Ray Park is a world-class martial artist, a champion in so many different forms of martial arts. Tell us some of that. You don't like to, brag or anything, and you're not. But just tell us, what titles do you hold?
When I was a member of the Great Britain Wushu team competing for Wushu, I was a Changchuan champion, gold medalist, world champion, European champion, national champion. There was only me and another guy competing in it, that's why I changed. And I paid him off. So.
Yeah, he didn't stretch like that, that's why. But it's crucial, but it's also crucial when you're working on a film then. Is it just as much the same schedule as when you're competing?
When Phantom Menace, I just finished competing. I was 21, 22, and training 10, 15 hours a day, structured trainings.
Yeah, we have. In fact, while we continue talking, you guys show that video. This is just a day in the life of Ray Park when he's training for stuff. So we'll roll this and we'll just keep talking about it. Our mics are up. Okay, so we can chat.
Yeah.
This is just a day at the office for Ray Park.
So this is me at gymnastics back in England, practicing some of my forms, and of course trying to get my demo reel together so I get more work.
You just like went off of your head.
Yeah, I used to love bouncing off my head. I think that's how I got Darth Maul. And that's like part of the wushu stuff I do.
And the costumes there are very bright to keep the attention and to show the movement.
Exactly, yeah. Very light, and it's the more flamboyant and loud you over your coloured suit shows confidence apparently to distract the other teams.
Sure. And that right there, when you're sideways, the first time I saw you do that, I thought you were on wires. But you're not on wires, and you didn't know the guys that you were trying to emulate were on wires. So you taught yourself to do. See, kids, you can do anything if you apply yourself. That is amazing. Look at that. Look at him go.
I didn't know about special effects.
So, Phantom Menace, how much rehearsal time and just doing that warming up was it before you actually started shooting?
We were there all day for 10, 12 hours all day, but I think a couple of months of rehearsal, coming up with the different fights, and of course once George had locked the fights, meaning like he approved it and that's it, no more changes.
Yeah.
We just rehearsed it and kept on rehearsing it and perfecting it. And of course you do perfect things. The more and more you do it, you get better and better, and you have different ideas. And I just couldn't wait to just film the fights because we were rehearsing so much at the time. I felt like this was one big joke. Someone was going to come out and go, I'm pretending, you're not going to be Darth Maul.
But they didn't do that.
But I couldn't believe it, it was just, I was so amazed, I was so blown away that I was like, wow, I'm in a Star Wars movie. I grew up with Star Wars.
Yeah, you were, you get asked this question a lot. I get asked this question a lot. Were you a Star Wars fan before Clone Wars?
Yeah.
You were very much a Star Wars fan before The Phantom Menace.
Definitely.
You grew up with it. Han Solo was a favorite?
Han Solo, Empire Strikes Back was my favorite movie.
Hans. And
he was cool,
Han. Okay.
Han.
Yeah. And so you get this part, and then you're on set, and you meet George Lucas. How does that happen? I mean, what are your feelings there with him? Are you just always kind of nervous about it?
I was always nervous and always very shy. At 22, coming from a martial art background as well, we expressed ourselves through movement and form. And thanks to Nick Gillard who pulled me in and heard about me from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
And Nick Gillard was the stunt coordinator for The Phantom Menace, did all that with the sword fighting and such too. When you do that, you start slow, correct?
Yes.
So it's very much this is the only way you can actually do it with me, because I'm not good, but. So you would say, so if it's Ewan McGregor, sorry, nowhere near him. But
Just say anyway, because Urim was like great, you know.
Yeah.
He was already like same with anyone I'm teaching or we're starting off. Everyone always wants
They
to go
wanna
like
do
this.
that, yeah.
But we'd start off really slow and we'd like just really enjoy it and get through the movements.
and then it is just like,
Just
okay,
like
we're gonna hit here,
one,
and then here.
two, and if I was coming over the top, eye
and then I'm
contact.
gonna that. Okay, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I don't, boom, I get knocked in the head.
hit as well.
Yeah, and then you just progressively, you just stay speeded up.
Yeah, faster and faster. And I like when I was on Heroes.
TV show Heroes. You guys know Heroes?
When I was doing the fight scene with Milo, you know, because you don't want to say let's fight. You know, I just want to say let's play, let's dance. Let's dance together because it is a fight scene is like a dance.
Yeah.
You rely on the other person as well. And you make each other look good. And I learned that from Ewan and Liam as well. They were fantastic, and I learned, being a martial artist, I also learned how to do it for film and use it for a character.
Yeah.
Not just punch and kick and do fancy, fast moves. You have to really play the character as well.
It's artistry in motion, it really is, and you do it so very, very well because this character, Darth Maul, somehow we love this guy when he's on screen, don't we? Isn't it weird how we just like, he's a bad guy, but we love Darth Maul. And that is because of you, my friend. Now, you are an expert you've been showing us with the lightsaber, but do you think you can make anything dangerous?
And it depends if I hurt myself.
Like, what about something like that? Can you do something with this?
Let's see. Yeah. All right.
Notice how I'm staying on this side of the desk.
Okay, I'm coming to do your plumbing. So I'm not going to. You got a block. Okay, here we go.
For all your plumbing needs, call Darth. Oh, you can do the Batman thing. Get away, bacteria. Yes. Okay. I like that. Got a little something there, a little maid, like Darth Maul maid service.
You know what I would do with this? I'd go very flamboyant and then tickle you and make you sneeze.
Very graceful, very nice. Hey, so, Ray, thank you. And we're joking around, but what about some real weapons? Because we do your show, Visit to the Mall.
Yeah.
And in that show, everybody see a Visit to the Mall? Anybody come and participate in that? Fantastic show. So in that show, you actually bring out some weapons. You have some here that you brought. Yeah.
I brought one of my. I've got some of my toys that I play with.
We'd like to see that, wouldn't we? I mean, this is fun, but oh, look at that. So Ray, what is that there?
This is my ninja sword.
And when you were a kid, you wanted to be a ninja.
I did. We didn't want to be a ninja.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, and I was thinking about this backstage as well, because of Star Wars as well, the lightsabers.
Yeah, well, it's very similar.
Very similar.
This particular sword, and the handle is longer. Now, hey, here's something that we talk about in your show. The handle for Darth Maul is longer as a double-bladed lightsaber, and I think we all just kind of take it for granted and go, well, it's a double-bladed lightsaber, of course it'll be longer. It was not originally, was it?
It was a single hilt, and when I got the part, I was given my lightsaber, and then, of course, I didn't know what to do. So Nick had said, well, go to George, it's your problem, and figure it out. And I didn't know what to say, so George was very accommodating, and he said, so what do you need? And I was trying to explain the size, and said, I just need it as wide as my waist. So George said, well, we'll just flip it. And that's why it became...
Yeah, like a mirror image of it, so when you look at it, it's actually the two different handles are just the same, it's kind of a mirror image, and then there you go. And it's a good thing you did, otherwise you wouldn't have needed old Obi-Wan to cut you in half, you would have done it yourself, you see. So, no, I kid the Darth Maul, because, you know, that's what you gotta do.
Can I show you something else?
Yeah, please do. You guys want to see something else here? Oh, okay. Now that's
You've seen this, haven't you?
That's an art. Yeah, look at that, hey. Yeah! Yeah.
Bring your own razor everywhere you go.
This is a broadsword?
Broadsword.
Broadsword.
Transformers is what I used to use in competition.
Okay.
And
Like a pirate sword.
It is. I want to be a pirate one day.
Arr.
And it's designed and flexible so it makes more noise, grabs your attention, wakes you up. Because the judges do fall asleep sometimes.
Yeah, they really do.
You know, so some of the moves are to show power as well. But if you have correct technique.
Okay, do you guys hear the snapping of that? I want to show you something. We do this in your show. I'm not kidding around. I'm going to try to do what he did and listen to the difference. I got nothing. I got one. I got
I got
lucky,
better.
but I think I also dislocated my shoulder. So, that is amazing. And you just go.
You get used to the hip, and my muscle says an extension of your arm.
Okay.
So that's bad one.
That is fantastic.
There you go.
That is fantastic. Isn't this great?
Thank you.
Thank you. This is so.
That was good, James.
After all these years of working with you, I finally get one little snap out of the whole thing.
It doesn't feel the same. Like, normally I wear my pajamas and stuff. And it was different wearing your shorts and t-shirt.
Oh my goodness. Well, no, we're having a good time here, though.
Yeah,
And
it is, I am.
I think that we could have even more fun if we brought out somebody else. What do you think?
I agree.
Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for Mr. Ray Park.
Thank you.
Here. You play with that. Well, okay. Be careful.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry.
All right. Our next guest is a Star Wars legend. He has been in the most influential movies you're ever going to find as one of the most lovable characters in the world of Star Wars. Someone we love, and he is as lovable himself. But before we bring him out, take a look at him right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's yes.
Nice one. Doesn't let me day job.
I was going to say, how many times have you heard? I mean,
Today, so many times I've lost count on
yeah, it's nonstop. And when you first heard, I don't think I've ever asked you this, when you first heard those sounds, was it long after, was it when the movie was finished that you heard the sounds that you was going to make, or did you know beforehand?
Yes, it was, that Georgie told me that he was going to put the sound on afterwards.
Okay.
Because of them wearing the mask.
Sure.
And it was taken back to the sound stage.
Yeah.
And
Ben Burtt, of course,
Ben
the
Burtt
brilliant
did
sound
it.
designer.
He did it, and they found either a bear or and a dog combined the two.
It's a bear and a dog most of the time, right?
Yes,
They're combined
yes.
and layered
Yeah.
and
I did some of them.
Really?
Not many. I did the cartoon series.
sure, yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then they cancel it.
On the Clone Wars? I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. No, but we've got Rebels now, which is great. Maybe Chewbacca can come back in that. We'll see, right? You never know. But, sure. Cheap applause. I'll take cheap applause anytime. I'll just start saying things. Han Solo, ladies and gentlemen. Pronounced Han. Okay. So why, I was talking about in your introduction about Chewbacca being this very lovable character. Why do you think that is, Peter?
He's a teddy bear. Everybody has had either a security blanket
Yeah.
or a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Ray's got two little teddy bears, but as I say, there's something about Chewie that it covers every age group.
And with Han Solo, such a huge character. Everybody wanted to be Han Solo. You and I both, Ray, we would pretend to be Han Solo when we were kids and stuff. But you can't imagine Han Solo without Chewbacca, can you? I mean, they are the perfect team. Much like Batman and Robin or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just You have to. He's an extension of Han, wouldn't you say?
Yes, because he knows exactly what Han is thinking.
Yeah.
And even though he can't talk,
Yeah.
he understands what everybody else is saying. Even Princess Leia gets to know
Yeah.
what Chewie means.
And he ends up giving the commentary.
Yeah.
Even though we don't know what he's saying, he's kind of the one that's all of us going, you believe this? What's going
And
on?
his reaction
Yeah.
is the same. You know, he stands there, and you can't stand there in costume without doing something.
Yeah.
So he's got to be available to listen to whatever anybody else is talking about.
And you talk about that. How long of the days were they on say A New Hope or Empire or Jedi where you're in actually Chewbacca's skin?
Maybe 3-4 hours at a time.
Wow.
But then we'd have, it depends what you was shooting.
Sure.
Then you'd have a break, say maybe an hour or a couple of hours, change costumes, come back, do the rest.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Would there be several different Chewbacca ones then for you? Or?
Yeah, there were two Chewie suits.
And pretty great that you could control.
Yeah, I control, because it's a face mask of my own face.
Yeah.
Therefore, I can hear stuff, I can see things in my own eyes. So it's just a question of getting the mouth working with the tongue coming out so that you get a reaction on that face.
That is, I think, also one of the coolest things about Chewbacca that we instantly connected with from day one in A New Hope. It's your eyes.
Yeah.
We see your eyes. There's no, faking that. And there was so much emotion in them. And so that... and the body movements as well. You've talked about before, kind of the way he walked. He had this great kind of thing. And how were you doing? You had knee replacements.
Yep.
And that's just fantastic.
Start. Chewie, when we were started, he walks the same way as I do when I'm fully fit.
Sure.
So you look at it, you got angled up to the knees, and then the body comes out like that. So that gives a feeling of there's something powerful there.
And unique. There is no other Chewbacca,
There is no other.
right? There is no other Chewbacca. And what I've really enjoyed, we have a chance where we all get to have breakfast and lunch together and such.
Yeah.
And we have another guest here this week, Frank Oz. I don't know if you remember Frank Oz, who is, of course, the voice of Yoda. And for the, I was kind of a fly on the wall seeing the two of you. It had been a while since you'd seen each other. And Frank was so excited to see you.
Oh,
and,
it was wonderful to see him. I hadn't seen him in a long, long time.
Well, you came back for episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And speaking of Yoda and Frank and yourself and Chewbacca, let's take a look at a scene with Yoda and Chewie from episode 3. Take a look at this one.
Goodbye, Toffle. Goodbye, Chewbacca. Miss you, I will.
The tenderness in Yoda's voice there to Chewbacca is awesome stuff. But Chewie says so much without words. But there actually was times where Chewbacca talked. I don't know if you guys know this, and we have some behind the scenes footage of you with your voice actually. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at this.
That old man's mad.
You said it, Chewie. Boy, where did you dig up that old fossil?
That is a great man.
Yeah, great at getting us into trouble.
I didn't hear you give any ideas.
And Harrison Ford always joking around on the set there? Yeah, I would think so. But there is other moments where Chewbacca talked. And I don't know if you guys caught this, But if not, we can have some scenes that, of course, we've doctored up for you to look at.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I'm sorry.
Awkward!
Yeah. He, Chewbacca enjoys Lando when he's not strangling him. And I think, isn't there another one with Lando?
Sorry, am I interrupting anything?
What's up, player?
Look afterwards. But then there was one that I think we all know and love. This scene played the right way. Check it out.
Where's my medal?
Where's Chewbacca's medal, right? Why didn't Chewbacca get a medal? I want a medal on Chewbacca. Don't you want a medal on Chewbacca? Everybody say, give Chewbacca a medal. Give Chewbacca a medal. Guys, there we go. I don't know, Peter Mayhew's here at Star Wars Weekend's the last day. I feel like he needs more than just one medal. We got to make up for lost time, right? Come on, what else you got? There we go. Keep going. Come on. Keep going. Yeah. There you go. Oh, boy.
That's fabulous.
So, Peter, I got to ask you, have you been working on anything else lately?
Yeah, there's kind of a movie floating around
Is there
somewhere.
something? Yeah, a little movie? I asked all of them if they were excited about this. They reacted very, very passionately, yes. We are excited about this film called The Force Awakens. And we've talked about this throughout the week. You get a phone call saying, hey,
Yeah,
we're going to get the band back together.
yeah.
And there you are, sitting in a room with all your old friends, as
Yep.
well as J.J. Abrams,
Yes.
Kathleen Kennedy, and even R2 in the corner. And so we can see all these folks here. This was the first photo. Remember, we saw this last year when it was first released.
Yeah.
And then we got, there's everybody's names there. And this is exciting stuff, seeing all this happening and seeing all of you there. Was that a very kind of wild experience?
A crazy experience because everybody had been, they were there. We'd seen them around,
Right.
but not to actually get into a project
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
and sort of looking at the script for the first time.
Yeah.
You wondered how you were going to do it.
Yeah. And where was this at? Were you in the States here, or was this in England?
This was, I believe, it was a
Yeah, I know.
it was a London, one
Somewhere
of
in
the
London?
London studios.
So it was in London, and I know you did do
Yeah.
some stuff in Shepperton. And you were mentioning to me the other day, which I thought was fantastic. Peter was just sharing the love of J.J. Abrams' work and his passion for this. And I say that to put us all at ease, that this guy's going to do it right, And coming from Peter, that means a lot, because you've been there from the beginning. When you said, you get in there and you see those cameras, the real deal, the old Panavision camera.
They were all the original Panaflexes.
And these sets and a full Falcon. How was that walking on the Millennium Falcon again?
Crazy. It was wonderful because you've got that same feeling
Yeah.
that coming down the corridor to the cockpit, all the installation was all a dirty brown colour, which it would have been as the time goes on.
Yeah, it's aged. It's been
It ages.
so many years and
Yeah.
back on the Falcon.
About 300 years.
Wow. Were you and then Harrison and the rest of the cast then all getting to see all this at the same time? That had been very emotional.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because, and we were, the thing was, a lot of the time we weren't, you were working with one or t'other, so it didn't really.
It doesn't turn into that.
It turned out fine, but it didn't have, it didn't have the ability, the thing about
It's not just going to be this emotional
Yeah,
thing.
emotional.
It's like, you're just like Chewbacca. You're like, back to work. Man. I got to get on the Falcon. I got to go somewhere. No, that is
Yeah.
fantastic. Hey, you know, there's a little trailer that's buzzing around now.
Oh no.
I don't know if everybody's seen it. Now, here's something really funny. We have looked at the trailer here because there's nothing like watching this trailer and being excited about it, except if you're watching it with Peter Mayhew. And here's something we found out about Ray Park. Ray had desperately been trying to see this trailer. The first time he saw it was on this stage on Friday.
Yeah.
With Peter Mayhew, larger than life. Ray, what were your feelings about that?
You know, it was unbelievable. I'm a kid again.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back to when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It was phenomenal to be here sitting on stage with you guys and you guys as well. So.
Well, I think since it's the last day, we got to do it again, right? Yay! Do you want to see the trailer for The Force Awakens with Peter Mayhew? You guys watch it. Come on. Check it out.
I'll get my lightsaber for this and sit down here.
The Force is strong in my family.